Australia is planning a new law. It says that teenagers under 16 can't use social media without their parents' permissions.
The government says this is to protect young people from things like cyberbullying and harmful online content.
But not everyone allows this policy.
Let's take a closer look at what people think.
Do you think this law can effectively protect teenagers from online risks?
I recently saw that Australia has banned children under 16 from using social media, and honestly, I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I understand the intention to protect young people from the online risks like cyberbullying, misinformation, and addiction. But on the other hand, I don't think a full ban is the best solution.
I think the law does protect teenagers, which is good, but honestly, it feels a bit too much. Social media is a part of life now, and fully banning it for everyone under 16 might be too extreme. Maybe there should be a balance, like letting parents guide their kids instead of a full ban.
Banning it might backfire and make teens rebel even more. Instead, governments should focus on things like teaching digital literacy and enhance parental guidance and offering mental health support could be a smarter approach.
I think the law does have good intentions and offers some protection, but when it's carried out in reality, I think it will only work short term. The internet, because it's constantly changing, policies can't keep up. Also, enforcement can be inconsistent, and while laws are helpful for creating structure and spread awareness, they can't fully protect teens without support from education. That's why I think this law needs to be part of a bigger system instead of the only solution.
And I think not really, because the teenagers still can find a way to use the social media. They might be use their parents' and social media account, or they might be use the fake age to use their social media account, right? So not really.
In your opinion, which is more effective in protecting teenagers online, regulation or education?
To me, education is a better option. All of both methods seem practical and reasonable. Regulations tend to focus on the prompt's temporary effects rather than completely solving the problem. That's why, given sufficient time, education is always a better choice.
Speaking from my own experience, social media helped me discover music, find my passion, and even build meaningful connection. If I have been restricted back then, it might not have grown into the person I am today. That's why I believe a better approach to strengthen parental guidance and platform responsibility, like providing mentoring tools, creating safer usage modes, and teaching young people how to navigate the internet safely. Protecting them shouldn't mean cutting them off completely. It should mean helping them explore the world in a safe, informed way.
I think education and regulation should work together to better protect children. And education enhance digital literacy and help them learn self-protection. And while regulation reduce exposure to harmful content. So relying on only one is insufficient.
In my opinion, I think that education is more effective than regulation. Education helps us build critical thinking skills and teaches us how to actually use these skills and use technology in the right way. So regulations can set limits and work short term, but if they feel too strict to us, we might just ignore them completely. So education, on the other hand, I think establishes true understanding and brings long-term effects. So I think that This way, it's way more powerful than just being forced to obey a policy.
I think it's education. For example, the bullying problem not only happen in the internet, it also happen in our school. So if we don't get education to deal with that kind of problem, you just ban the social media account, that is not have effect.
To get more ideas from the teachers,
we invite our teacher Fang Wanqian to share about her opinions.
Hi.
So the first question would be, do you think the law can effectively protect teenagers from online risk?
I feel less protection is useless. This country cannot be used, but it's possible to bypass restriction and access it from another country. That means you can use a VPN. When things are pushed under the table, it actually puts kids at great risk. Digital technology is an irreversible trend. Instead of banning it completely, we should help kids be ready to face the risks, so they don't make a big problem just because they didn't know better.
in your opinion, which is more effective in protecting teenagers online, education or regulation?
There's no such thing as choosing just one. I believe education and regulation must go hand in hand, and the two are not in conflict. People are worried that over-reliance on social media can lead to mental health issues, including cyberbullying, body image nervous, social skill might be stunted, and the fear of missing out. There's also the issue of using it at the wrong time, like during class when the teacher is speaking. I believe that before long, risk management courses related to AI use will appear. Every generation has its own social and emotional learning challenge to face. We can't apply the outdated education perspectives to every generation's environment. Education must be continuously updated, and regulation should complement and support that process.
看完影片的你，记得别忘了扫描填写表单参加抽奖。
中奖名单将会公布在我们的 IG 线动以及无声广播，别忘记到教务处领取礼物哦。
记得关注我们，才不会错过最新消息哦。
If you like our video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
And you can also share opinions below. See you next time.
Bye.